If you have the money for something already, that's why you need to borrow theirs. See what I'm saying? It changes the value. Don't increase your spending, just increase the amount of credit you have. So what is the goal? The goal of money is... It's Brandon J. We back with another episode of the More Action Podcast, and today we talking about the point of money. This episode 5. It's going good. We're on week number 5. Try to learn something new every day, every week. If you follow my videos, but on your own, you should be doing a little research. Taking some action for sure, more action. You've heard me say in other videos, that money isn't real. It's not, okay? And the reason I say that is because if you can create as much of something as you want, what does that really do to the value? You know what I'm saying? If Michael Jordan releases 2 million pairs of shoes, they're gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be really that hard to get a pair. But if he releases 60 pairs of shoes, you see what I'm saying? It changes the value of that thing. And seeing how money can just be printed, and it is printed every day. Right now, if I needed some money for real, that's what credit is. I try to explain, that credit is just borrowed money. It's just a loan. Not everybody knows everything about credit, so they get worried about interest rates and all of that. But when you know what you're doing, you can basically borrow money for free from the very people who print it for free. You got to think like the banks. I always say that. I always say think like the banks. What are the banks doing with your money? What is the point of money? They try to get us to believe that spending money is the point of money. That's not the truth. That's like saying the goal today is to drink. That's not the goal. It's obvious that you need to drink, but the goal is to drink healthier drinks, drink this water, more water, and blah, blah, blah. So when it comes to money, the goal isn't to make money and then spend it. That's not the goal. It's like obvious. It's like obviously you need to make money. So everything around you requires money. So what is the goal? The goal of money is to make money. The point of money is to make more money. But if everybody knew that, if everybody out here knew that, Shark Tank wouldn't even be a show. Most of us are out here working for money just to go out and spend it on stuff that we don't need, stuff that's depreciating. So it goes right back into the hands of the people who can print it for free. Okay, see, this is my point. You and I can do exactly what the banks do with our money when we give it to them. Okay, the bank takes $10 from us and they can legally create 100 because you obviously gave them 10. They can't just lend out your money and the other $90 that they created. So they keep the 10 that you gave them, right? But the other 90, they lend it out to other people that need money for things that they don't really need. You see what I'm saying? They lend it out to people that they know don't use money correctly. The point of money is to make more money. But most of us use money to spend it and to buy stuff that we don't need. The banks know that. That's what they want us to do. They want us to fail. So they lend us money, assuming we're like most people and we're going to spend it on stupid stuff and then owe them a bunch of interest in the end. Once you give them $10 and they loan out the 90, do you think that they keep the $10 you gave them in a savings account? They don't. They invest it. They invest that $10 day by day. It's gaining interest, okay? It's becoming $12, $15, $20. And now you need your $10 back. So you go get it and you get it fast. And you thank the bank for keeping your money safe. But the whole time you kept it in there, they've tripled it, quadrupled it. And they kept everything that you didn't know about. They made money with your money twice. They created some because you gave them power to, and then the money you gave them, they put it into something that generated money from money itself. People think I'm trying to scam, but why is borrowing money to make money wrong? No one in the world likes taxes. But when people find out that someone didn't pay taxes, they're upset. That confuses me. If you don't like taxes, if you don't want to pay taxes, and you found out somebody didn't pay taxes, wouldn't you want to know how? I don't think we're looking at this the right way. I think people need to open their minds up. I would love to live the year tax-free. Why not? Imagine. I have. Other than that, I'd also love for the money I earn throughout the year to earn money. You know what I mean? There's people who earn $10,000 and keep it in the bank account for a year straight and then take it out of the bank and it's still $10,000. But yet there's other people who make $10,000 and put it in investments, real estate, their own idea. They invest in themselves and they turn that $10,000 into 20. But what if you didn't have to earn that $10,000? What if you do the exact same thing? Invest in the real estate, invest in yourself with borrowed money. I'm pretty sure, you know, some of you seen my little short where I said to fix your personal credit, come up with a plan, start an LLC, then you can get business credit. Yeah, there's a couple of things you can do, right, to fix your credit, because once you get your credit right and you want to get some money possibly to use it the right way, obviously, you have to pay off your debts. So if you have any credit card debt, pay it down. Stop paying minimums. Stop, fucking around. Pay the whole debt down, okay? Because more than likely you're getting interest on it. There's 5 components when it comes to credit, okay? You got credit history, then you got credit utilization, then you got the amount of debt that you have, then you have payment history, and last but not least, you have credit mix, which is the same as credit availability, okay? Pay down all of the credit card debt you can as fast as you can. Use the snowball method to pick the smallest debts to the biggest debts and pay them all off one by one. Put as much money towards it as possible. People are afraid to take their savings and pay off their credit cards, but a credit card is just money. So the whole time you're waiting to experience an emergency, the money you have sitting in the bank is being used by the bank to make money. You're paying interest on the money you continue to borrow because you haven't paid it off yet, when you could just take the money that is actually decreasing in value day by day out of the bank account, pay off the credit card, okay? And now when you pay bills and all that stuff, you can use their money. You don't have to use your money. You don't really have to have savings. You should invest. Savings is necessary, but you should save inside of a vehicle that grows with inflation. We'll probably talk about all that in another video. Pay down all your debts, okay? I don't want to say don't be late on your payments because I feel like that's obvious, but don't miss a payment. Obviously, make your credit card payments on time. When it comes to credit card utilization, if you only have one credit card, okay, that's got $1,000 on it, and you use half of it, that's 50% utilization. The credit bureaus don't like that, okay? Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, they don't want you using 50% of your credit, okay? They want you using 30%, 10%. So a way you can do that is actually pay off your credit cards on time and keep your utilization at 0, or if you are going to be using credit and holding a balance, at least hold a balance on a 0% interest credit card. Understand that the credit bureaus add up all of the available credit you have. So if you get 2 or 3 credit cards with $1,000 on it, now to the credit bureaus you have a $3,000 credit availability. And if you're only using half of one of the credit cards that had $1,000 on it, utilization drops. The percentage is lower. I'm bad with math, so I'm not gonna do that right now. But the point is, the more available credit you have, the smaller your spending will look. If you get more credit, don't increase your spending, just increase the amount of credit you have. The amount of credit you're using looks smaller when you have more money available. You're spending 500 of 1,000, that's half of the fucking pot, so just try to run that play. And then when it comes to credit mix, that's another reason to get more credit cards. Go to TJ Maxx, go to K Jewelers and apply for credit cards. You don't have to buy anything. You can. You're probably already shopping at TJ Maxx. You already probably about to get some jewelry. Whatever. I'm just saying, apply for credit. It's okay. I'm not encouraging people to spend this money. I'm encouraging people to have access to it. Okay. What did I not talk about? Debt. The amount of debt you have. Okay. And this kind of also ties in with credit mix. Like, they don't just want you having different credit cards. They want you having a car loan. They want you having a mortgage, things like that. So I'm not saying go get a house, but it's good if you have a car loan and you're paying it off. It's good if you've already paid off a whole car. Just take a loan out for it. That's my point. When you borrow the money, if you have the money for something already, that's why you need to borrow theirs, because you're benefiting twice. It's like, if you have $1,000, what's wrong with 2,000? If you got 20 grand to pay for a car, what's wrong with going to borrow 20? Now you have 40. You go buy the car, and then you just pay the bank back with the money you had to buy the car. You'll get rewards and all types of shit just for doing it that way, instead of going straight to the dealership and buying a $20,000 car with your cash. The amount of debt you have, obviously we want to keep it low. So pay off your student loans, pay off your credit cards. Just because you have credit cards doesn't mean you have to hold balances on them. I'm saying to use them the right way. I'm trying to teach people how to use them the right way. Just remember that. All of these things matter when it comes to your credit score. So if you want to build your credit score, try a couple of these things out and see what happens. You see what I'm saying? And for my people who have like really, really low credit scores, really low ones, just stay tuned, okay? Because I'm going to be talking more in later videos about credit cards that you don't even need a high score to get approved for, secured credit cards, things that can help you build your credit score, trade lines. I'm going to be offering trade lines soon, so stay tuned for that. More Action Podcast is Brandon J, and I'm teaching all year long. I'm just trying to help everybody understand using credit is better than using cash. You can still save money, just save it in a place better than the bank. And don't even get me started on life insurance. Please, that's for another video. But I'm trying to tell y'all, this shit matters. More Action Podcast. Stay tuned. All 2024. I'm out.